হেডমাস্টারের পরীক্ষায় বসবেন, আর কোনো চিন্তা নয়, সাথে থাকুন আমার চ্যানেলে। সমস্ত শিক্ষক শিক্ষিকা যারা প্রধান শিক্ষকের মতো একটি গুরুত্বপূর্ণ পদে প্রতিষ্ঠিত হবার জন্য প্রতিযোগিতামূলক পরীক্ষায় বসতে চান, তারা আমার প্রণাম নেবেন। একজন সামান্য শিক্ষক হয়ে আপনাদের যাতে কিছুটা সুবিধা হয়, তার জন্য সামান্য প্রচেষ্টা।
Educational philosophy of Jiddu Krishna Murti. Jiddu Krishna Murti was a philosopher, speaker, and writer. In his early life, he was groomed to be the new world teacher, an advanced spiritual position in the theosophical tradition. So the next, Krishnamurti was born in South India in what is now the modern day Madanapalli of Andhra Pradesh. In early adolescence, he met occultist and theosophist Charles Webster Leadbeater on the grounds of the Theosophical Society headquarters at Adyar in Madras. So here the new terms in adolescence he met occultist and theosophist. So what is the meaning of occultist? So here occultist means a person who studies or practices occult sciences, which are generally considered mysterious or supernatural. This might include magic, astrology, alchemy, or divination. And theosophist, a follower of theosophy, that is a philosophical and spiritual belief system that emphasizes the existence of a universal wisdom underlying all religions and philosophies. He was subsequently raised under the tutelage of Annie Besant and Leadbeater. Is the term tutelage. Actually, tutelage refers to the act of teaching or instructing someone, especially a young person. So this is the act of teaching. Here are some examples of how tutelage might be used. Educational context. Under the tutelage of renowned professor, she became a skilled mathematician. tutelage মানে সাহচর্য, মানে অমুক ব্যক্তির খ্যাতনামা ব্যক্তির সাহচর্য, tutelage. The minor was placed under the tutelage of his aunts. Okay, tutelage. So Annie Besant and Leadbeater. Annie Besant and Leadbeater was the tutelage of Annie Besant and Leadbeater, leaders of the society at the time, who believed him to be a vehicle for an expected world teacher. For an expected world teacher. So he was subsequently raised under the tutelage of who believed, মানে যারা বিশ্বাস করতো believed him to be a vehicle for an expected world teacher. As a young man, he disavowed this idea and dissolved the Order of the Star in the East, an organization that had been established to support it. As a man, he disavowed this idea. So disavowed means here to publicly declare that one will not support or acknowledge. Something. Disavowed means to publicly declare that one will not support or acknowledge something. For example, the politician disavowed the controversial statement. Right? Publicly declared, simply. Okay. Publicly declared বলেও হবে, no problem. Now Krishnamurti's philosophy of education. This is very important here. Krishnamurti has given a concrete form to his thought by his experiment. As Krishnamurti considered the prevalent education system faulty or not right, his educational philosophy is popularly known as right education or right kind of education. Okay. Krishnamurti discusses about the right environment, about right functions of education, right curriculum, right methods of teaching, right teachers, and right school, which collectively makes Krishnamurti's right education. He reflects his educational thought in many of his books, from which education and significance of life, on education, life ahead, and letters to the school. Krishnamurti's concept of education. Krishnamurti has showed a strict discontent against the contemporary education and its wrong functions flourishing dividing. He rigorously opposed the education system in beneath of which children have been judged only by their marks and degrees. They have been honored by the post or profession only, that is doctor, engineer. They have been trained in techniques of earning livelihood only, which is not the true education. According to Krishnamurti, education is not only acquiring mere techniques, a skill, but educating a human being to live with great art. This means not only technological knowledge. He further says education means a holistic approach to life, cultivating the brain technologically and also cultivating the brain to be free of its own petty little self. Free of its own petty little self. It's very important. So, Krishnamurti's quotes are: it is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. The ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence. You must understand the whole of life, not just one little part of it. So this is all for today about Krishnamurti. Okay.